Om Namah Shivaya.
Namaskar friends, I Rajan Sharma is available to you in continuation of the earlier topic, that was how to be an effective salesperson. So I'll discuss certain points which are probably not there in the books, but they're very close to my heart, and what I feel is that everybody who is in sales of any kind of any nature of sales should be having these principles firmly held in their heart and mind. So I'll start with those points which are probably left in the earlier two topics. So first one is that to be in sales, you should be very truthful and honest in terms of your sales pitch. There is a myth with many people that sales is only one transaction oriented. There is no long term orientation, and by hook or crook, by telling the customer right things or wrong things, or by hiding few things, you can convert your customers. But mind you friends, that you cannot hold them for longer duration of time. So I'll tell you from my own experience, when I was in sales, we were given an orientation or training for full 15 days. There, the salesperson who said that please remove this myth from your mind, that by avoiding certain questions, by hiding certain answers, or by not giving the true and factual picture of your product, you might be able to get sales. No way. And I have implemented that policy in terms of sales, and I've got the good results also for that. Because the customer is not prima facie at this particular point of time buying the product, but buying you as a representative of the organization. You are the face of the organization. So if you are ethical, if you are truthful, you are representing the high image of the company, and that will carry through the word of mouth, communication, the referrals, and the other things. It will make your long-term impact in terms of your goods and services. Even your own sales career will be going to much growth, much higher growth as compared to the person who is resorting to unethical or untruthful sales pitch. The second point where we at times miserably lack is that we don't listen to what our customers are requiring or what they want, what are their special peculiar needs and demands in context of our goods and services. We are so much over enthusiastic with our products and services, or even we are in love with our products, that we try to just vomit out all the sales pitch which we have been rigorously trained and ask yes or no from the customer. But majority of the sales will be converted only when you listen to your customer carefully, and if you have a product according to the customer's requirement, customer wants, then you should give that particular product to the customer which he or she is looking for. That will be making you very successful. I tell you, one of my customer, he was director in one of the organization. I would have sold him a product costing say 10,000 rupees also, but I sold him the package or the product costing 3 lakh rupees. Because when I talked to him, he said, these are my investments, these are my investment plans, and this is the money which I have kept it for investments like yours. So please tell me the full product details. So I would have been a fool if I would have given him a 10,000 package. I have given him 3 lakh package, and that made me on third position in the total sales in terms of Haryana and New Delhi sales team in one of the organizations where I worked. I'm not boasting about myself, but I'm just trying to give you a simple example that where you can sell the quantity either on the higher way or on the lower way depending upon the customer requirement. If the customer savings and investments are low, then probably you cannot have a high value product pitched to the customers because he will not be able to afford that. And the next best thing is that you should respect your customer's time and you should respect your own time also. Fix an appointment with the customers. Go there, be there on time. Don't spend time in lengthy conversations. And in case if there are distractions, please try to remove them in a polite manner. And try to come back to the discussion as soon as possible. Wrap up the things further. Take the feedback in the quickest manner. And try to close the deal as soon as possible. Because time is nothing but money, money, money. Time is a precious resource which we should use effectively in terms of our sales. Then, last thing which I would like to say is that you should be very, very observant when the customer are interacting with you. You should be having thorough knowledge of the body language which the customer is portraying. You can get many of your answers related to your sales by observing your customer thoroughly. And it comes with experience also. So, better the experiences, better you will be able to learn and try to cope up with those situations in terms of either handling questions or in terms of understanding that whether the customer is avoiding you or whether the customer is really liking your product, whether the customer is asking more questions from you, whether he is more interested, seriously interested, or he is just passing his time. So all these things will come with the experience, but you have to be very alert and vigilant when you are talking to the customers. Have an eye-to-eye contact with the customers. So these are the things which I wanted to share. One more thing which is left is that you should be thorough with your product, knowledge, information, what your company is doing, what your company's vision is in terms of having those products, and what your competitors are doing. On any given day, if you are updated in terms of competition, in terms of your business environment requirements, in terms of your product requirements, you will be having a better edge over the competition. And of course, a lot of salespersons, they use it to create positive impression on the customer. Because in many cases, the customer might be having a lot of knowledge but not related to the goods or services which you are selling. So you should become his chief consultant. You should become the person who should be able to guide him in a proper way and try to help him in making a purchase. And your role should not stop with the conversion only. It should go up to the follow-up also. It should go up to the repeat sales also. That is where the CRM comes. We'll talk about CRM in some later discussions, but for the time being, thank you all for viewing this video. If you really like this, please share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.